Hello Minecrafters, and welcome back to the Welsknight Patreon server. I'm HistoryWes, aka Wes Allison. Welcome back. So, lots been going on this week. First of all, I went to Comic-Con and had a great time. Or Comic Fest, as it's now known in Phoenix for legal reasons. Secondly, there was an announcement on the server that the Welsknight Patreon server had an impending reset for the season just as soon as 1.13 comes out, and that's changed the way a lot of people are playing on the server. People are either scrambling to finish up projects that they had started, or they're kind of giving up. This is a little garden I've created, and just a basic generic garden with all the different types of plants, but surrounded by a wall. And in the last episode, I had started on the library, which is right here. And I had originally framed it, as you know, in light blue concrete. It looked horrible. And one of the other players on the server, Grew, I think he goes by both, suggested Prismarine. And I thought he was joking, but I tried it and it actually looks pretty good. And so the interior is done as well. Lots of cows had to die in order to complete this. All these bookcases. It could have been worse. I could have gone all the way to the ceiling and done hidden lighting. That would have been twice as many cows. This is already like, I think, well over 100 cows. And in each of these cases are enchanting books, but I haven't sorted them out, which is what I would do if I were planning to be using this for a longer period of time. An enchanting station. So, speaking of, well, let me first show you. Actually, I think we looked at this last time. So that's the sugarcane farm, and it's working. So Professor Savant left me a little gift. Sitting right here in front of my warehouse was a chest, and I opened it, and it was full of shulker boxes, about twice as many as are still left here. And each shulker box was full of a different type of building material. Nether brick, oak. This one was completely full of terracotta, stone, more stone, all kinds of goodies. More cocoa beans than I will ever use. And one whole box full of iron blocks. Such a fantastic super gift. And he said, you know, I don't need to gather materials anymore. I can concentrate on building, and that's what I've been doing. I got another beacon, and I moved the existing beacons out of the mine down into here because I'm building and not mining. And here we have two simple but pretty nice little apartment buildings. I was going to add some little flowers and flower pots to these ledges. The idea was that visitors would be able to have their own apartment here if they wanted to visit. Friends on the server, who I'm not going to have because, you know, the server's ending. And we're going to restart fresh. And this is the Museum of Applied History. Let's take a look at the exhibits. Nice rotunda hall here. Okay, we got the mesa, the desert, the jungle, the underground. The jungle could stand to be a little more overgrown, I think. Agriculture, the nether, the end, and industry. That's the major builds completed so far since last time. And lots of street lamps put up. And that's cut down on the number of mobs spawning in town. But I'm still got him out here, so I'm going to start expanding this road out and finishing it. In the meantime, I was invited to another player's base, and let's take a look at my tour of Candy Bear's base while I stand here in the rain.
Okay, we're in a bit of a flashback here. I was invited to the base of Candy Bear 5947 to play a new game she had created. Unfortunately, timing wasn't right. I didn't get to play, but I did get to check out her base. She showed me around. It was very nice. Here we are in kind of her town square. A little bit of server lag there. And this is her bank, which you can tell by the big dollar sign. And she tells me that's where she keeps all her junk. Nothing important in there, but nice banners. You can see it's made of, let's see, bone block and polished granite. Interesting combination. Not one I've used before. And this tower is the Clax Tower. She says she has 3 on the server. This is from a video game, which she's going to tell us what it is in a second, which I have not played. You climb up here, and of course, first I'm stuck in the spider web, and then I'm just ladder challenged. And these are pumpkins with, or jack-o'-lanterns, I should say, because they have lights in them, and you have all these switches in the back, so you can turn them on and create a signal. And my text isn't working again. So I'm going to have to log off real quick and log back on. There we are. Whoops, got kicked. Just seemed easier to say than, oh, I have to log off and log back on because my text isn't working. And she's got her elytra on, and I didn't bring mine because I'm always afraid of losing it. I hardly ever use it. If I'm going to fly, I put it on. Otherwise, I leave it at home. Here we've got her gardens and a view of the surrounding territory. She's got a lot of builds, but one thing that I particularly liked about her base is the nether portals. I think we're going to see those in a bit. And she's asking me if I brought my elytra, which of course I didn't. Like a dork. Maybe I should just start carrying it around or wearing it all the time. But I feel like as soon as I do, I'll get killed. Probably get killed from flying, which is what, directly or indirectly, were the last 2 deaths on the server. Okay. So now we are going up here, where she has recreated Stonehenge. Nicely done. Now you'll notice here that in her Stonehenge she's got another portal. And she says this is her favorite build here, the Stonehenge. The portal here is relatively close to the other portals on her base, one that I came in just down the hill. So when you get to the Nether, with everything being 1/8 as close, or 1/8 as far, I should say, as it is in the overworld, that means your Nether portals are going to be really, really close together. And as you may or may not know, that can be problematic unless you've got your portals synced. The portals on the in the overworld and the portals in the Nether. So here, something's going on with Candy Bear in the real world. So I'm just going to wait for a moment for her. So I guess I'll just look around. Have a little bite of steak. Look out over the countryside here. She's got a port down there. A little more expansive than my base, but then she has been on the server for quite a bit longer. I'm assuming she was probably on at the beginning of the year, but I don't know for sure. I haven't had a chance to talk to her about it. Lots of nice flowers. Lots of torches, you know, and despite the fact that generally torches are annoying, torch spam, you need them sometimes, but it also fits with Stonehenge. You wouldn't want to have like electric lights or something. So let's take a trip through this portal. Or not. I could just run along here practicing my parkour. And I'm not awesome. Okay. So, through the portal. There we go. And here we are in our Nether hub. And look how close these portals are to each other. These go to the areas in her base. And she's got a glass floor, which is a little unnerving. We go through this portal, which is just a few blocks away. And it takes us down to the port that I was looking at from up on the hill. This is very nicely done. Sharp. And there's Stonehenge up there. Not that far away. Could be easily walked, but you don't have to if you got these portals synced properly. So just a reminder for those of you who don't know, your coordinates in the Nether should be the same as your coordinates in the overworld divided by 8. And here we are. And down below is her infamous game, which involves minecarts and making zombie pigmen angry. But I haven't got a chance to play it yet. But I understand it resulted in some deaths. So I should probably put a link to Stina Rose's episode when she did played the game down there. Oh, another portal down there too. Okay. Well, since I am not going to have my tour guide, I'm going to head on back to my side of the Nether. And back to my base.
And I am back. while I was out, I went to the Ender and fixed up all my tools, repaired, and I thought of 3 things that I could do on the base. A small job, a medium job, and a big job. The small job was to put street signs at all the streets, which you can see I've done. And the larger job was to build planters, which you can see I've also done. Lots of them around. And the third thing was to do something that I've not done before, and that is build a trading hall for villagers. I decided I would start small. So I built this small little room. I haven't put a ceiling on it yet, or a roof. And I have some little compartments. And I built a minecart track to the closest village. And I'm going to try to get some villagers to hop into the minecarts and bring them on over here. Typically, when somebody builds a trading hall, they attach to a village breeder. And I could do that, but I don't want to go to all that trouble. I mean, I really don't need to trade for anything, but this is mostly just an experiment and something to finish off my base here, I guess. I just push this guy over. Come on, buddy. There you go. Alright, if you're there, would you get into this cart? No. Alright. How about you? Can I get you over by the Minecart Road track? Say like, oh, I don't know, say right here. And would you hop in there? Yes, you would. Okay. No, other way, other way. Dang it. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, looks like he made it ahead of me safely okay. And push him in there. Okay. So I can, yeah, and I can, yes, stay right there. Yeah, get in there? Yes, you do. And no, you don't want to go that way. You want to go that way. Yes, you do. Okay. Oh, wrong way. Oh no, you were going the right way. Of course, it works one time. It's going to work every time. I've never seen them writing like that for so long. And here we are. That minecart. Close the door. And how about that? Now come outside. Maybe you need a minecart just right here. Why don't you get in there? Yeah. Oh. Alright, you can get in there. Don't worry, Mr. Priest, your buddy will be fine, and I'll come back and get you later. Doesn't look like he's having that much fun, does he? I could ask him, but he'd probably just say, hmm. No, don't go away. Thank you. Okay, you. Get in there. You get in that cart. There you go. And we're off to the races. There should be a official minecart song. Okay. I need to add something to my apartment building back there. What? I don't want you in the well. Let's just walk over this way where the rail cart is. See how nice it is? Have a nice walk. Right over here. Right over here. This way. There you go. Now you're cooking with gas. Don't fall off the edge. Don't want that. I just want to give you a fun little minecart ride. Yes, there we are. I'm going to put a minecart over here because your buddy just ran over and got into it, right? Almost there, almost. Alright. Get in that minecart. Get in there. Alright. Get in there. That's a boy. And in this way, we depopulate an entire village. Wahaha. Okay. It's just like American history. We're leaving the villages and the farms and we're coming to work in an office, in a cubicle. There we are. Wow. This is turning out really well. Super happy. Oh, I have one more, don't I? I'll fill these up first. Okay. So there we have it, the beginning of a new villager trading hall. Thanks for joining me on this episode. Hope you have a great day. Don't forget to like if you like it, or subscribe. And most importantly, keep on Minecrafting. Bye-bye.